¿Qué tal amigos y amigas? Sean todos bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de lo que ahora llamamos el diálogo elite. Para nosotros es un placer en esta segunda temporada tener un invitado de lujo, el primero en inglés. Así que bueno, espero que todos ustedes puedan disfrutar de esta grandiosa entrevista. Mr. Larry, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good, very good. Mr. Larry, for me it's a pleasure to be able to have a guest of your caliber in our podcast, del Diálogo Elite. In this minute, I would like to know for our Latin audience a little about Larry Salerno, your origins, and how you have become a reference in the insurance industry in the last 25 years.
Sure. First off, I want to say thank you for having me here today. At least it's a great honor. It's always fun to do these, first off. I have been in the insurance industry, as you said, for about 25 years. Mm-hmm. I started with a company that I went out and sold door-to-door with. All we did was sell supplemental policies door-to-door, cancer and accident policies. And our presentation back in those days, 25 years ago, were stick figures in our presentation book. So we started selling and then started immediately building an agency. And my first week in the field, I personally sold over 33 policies and never looked back after that.
Okay, perfect. Mr. Larry, what age did you start with the career as insurance agent? And it's true that today, after 25 years, you still have your fields clean. What is the secret?
Well, the first thing is I was personally 31 years old when I started, and my first client to this date is still on the books. And it was because, we have a great follow-up system, number one. Number two is when we sold policies back in those days to today, we really talked to the client about the needs that they need met. And the last thing is the policies that we sell, even to this day, pay the claims quickly. And that makes such a huge difference. But we keep in touch with our clients on a quarterly basis.
Okay, amazing. Other question. What do you see so special about the Latino insurance agent that led you to make the decision to work with this community?
Wow, that's a good question. So about 7 years ago, I started looking into finding out about the Latino community. I've heard about it, heard how many Latinos were selling insurance, how well they were doing. And I went down to Miami and I started looking to see if I could meet anyone. And I did. And I started meeting people, and then we started building an agency. After I met a few of them, we got them on board with us at Cigna and with our company, which is Empower Financial Group and Empower Insurance Group. And from there, I saw passion. I saw desire. I saw a commitment and a work ethic that I'd never seen in a community before, and the way that everybody supported each other. And I just watched it take off. It was like wildfire amongst the Latino company, that it just surpassed anything we had done before.
Okay, amazing. And at what point do your career did you have the vision that the Latin market could capture your work philosophy, taking into account the language barrier?
Well, the language barrier to the second, as I like to use, still is there. I'm slowly but surely learning, so I apologize to you and the audience today that I'm still working on my Spanish. I always say I understand more than you think I do. Just can't speak it yet. But I look at it and I started seeing the Latino division start growing and supporting each other, and they started after about a year to a year and a half in. Everyone started adopting the philosophies of what it took to build an agency the size that I had previously built. And after giving example after example of people that had done it and done well and continue to do well, all the Latino divisions started adopting those policies and following the systems that were put in place. And you know what? Come to find out, most of those systems were already in place. We just got people to focus on one product first before they started selling many other products. Once they get the Cigna down and the supplemental benefits down, then they started selling the other products. So it was the systems that we put into place.
Yeah, your first contact with the Latin market 5 years ago, correct?
Yes.
And today, after 5 years of the funding the Latin market, what are your expectations for growth in the short, medium, and long term?
Expectation for growth in the short term is this year. Let's talk about this year. This year, we're going to finish well over 30 million in sales at the end of our 5th year, and we're excited about that. About 38 million, and the growth has come from the recruiting objectives that the Latino market has had, but it's also come from the growth has come from their ability to learn so quickly. So short term, I believe that the growth is to finish at over 38 million. Our objective, medium objective over the next 2 years is to be well over 55 million in sales. And in the next 5 years to 7 years, we believe we can be over 100 million in sales. And with over 4,000 to 5,000 agents. We're already tracking on those numbers and have surpassed them. Whatever our goal has been, we've surpassed each year. So we believe we can do those numbers.
Perfect, excellent. And finally, I would like to give a message for the Latin community about the Empower Financial Group and the advantage of joining your team.
All right. First off, I'd like to speak directly to any other Latino agents or groups that are out there considering getting into the insurance industry. The thing that happens at Empower Financial Group and our Empower Diamond teams are that we have systems in place that will teach you how to do things without having to worry about what to do next. One of the first things that I saw when I came into this market was I felt like I was herding cats, and cats were running everywhere. But now everybody's so focused on the goal of what we're doing, you can't help but succeed. The leadership of this company, from yourself to Raul Mott, to Marie Cecilia, to Carlos Contreras, to Yahaira Suarez, to Oliver Suarez, is second to none. They will help you and they will support you any way possible and with whatever you need. The other thing I'd like to say to you is, if you really want to learn how to build wealth, see, there's a difference between making money in insurance and building wealth. Building wealth is generational money that continues to come in. And wealth is built through making sure your policies stay on the books. Wealth is making sure your persistency is the highest in the market. And there have to be systems in place to make sure you're tracking that, and we have those. And then finally, it's about the leadership. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the leaders I work with. None of this has happened without the leadership place and team. And I always have said, most importantly, when you're building something the size of what we're doing, I always tell people, every single person counts. And we need you to be a part of our team starting today and even yesterday. So call someone, find out who's with Empower. You've heard the name, you're gonna see it a lot more. Get on board now, don't miss out. Our annual convention is coming up on October the 22nd in West Palm Beach, Florida. Contact someone from Empower and come see it. Right now we're scheduled to have over 700 people there. We believe it could be as high as 1,200, so just beware of getting there late. Make sure you come early and get a seat. So come see what we're about and be a part of what we're doing.
Well, see you in West Palm Beach.
I will.
And the last message in Spanish.
Oh, you gotta help me with that one, you know.
Yo
soy Cigna. Yo soy Cigna.
Y juntos somos Signa Latina. Eso era lo que quería decir. Thank you, Mr. Larry, for the interview today and the program. Y para todos ustedes ha sido un enorme placer poder haber estado aquí presente hoy en este episodio, en English and Spanish, en un nuevo capítulo de lo que ahora llamamos el diálogo elite, conversaciones que impactan decisiones que importan.